First play, Watson to the air.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more tthan likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Ready. Watch out now. 50
Running on first down with Gaskin. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Perriman in motion right. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Back to throw, Watson. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This thrown quickly out to Cooper.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Tua going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Chubb will get the call running left. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
York able to send this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Meanwhile, to his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Ready, ready. 10 cycles.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami
10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. In motion comes the tight end left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Shot 17.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency, right?
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going